Hello. Hello. It's time for Zenless. I'm sorry, I am an itty bitty little bit late. It's because I was doing
It's paying for the sub, so we're like subbing to myself. How funny would that be? But thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, a little bit late because I was doing some Overwatch stuff before stream. And what a picture. Thank you. Also, my arms don't look too freaky, so you know that's not too bad. Doo-doo-doo. Maybe. Thank you so much. I was gonna quickly do my going live post because I actually forgot about doing that until Lady sent me those pictures. But yeah, it's the part 2 of the Zenless. Zenless epilogue. You remember last time? We had that new character Hugo. There was the creepy character Vivian, who I don't particularly like very much. She gives me the same creepy vibes that I get from Snow White, like the old school original Snow White, with her like super high pitched giggly voice, and it freaks me out a lot. So I'm not a fan, so I will not be pulling for her. I don't be pulling for Hugo either because while I like his voice, I don't like him as a character. But you know, that's how it goes. Not every character that gets released is gonna be up my alley, and that's totally fine. But yeah, last time Hugo was an asshole. Turns out he's a bad guy. He kept pushing and pushing. Is she 14? You know, not freaking surprised. Why is shield mode on? What happened? Did something happen? Did it trigger automatically? It's just because I spoke out against Vivian. I pressed it. I didn't, but I was on Twitter. Can I turn it off? Oh, I can. Oh no, I know it says my name, but I didn't press anything, so that's something that triggered it automatically, so I was about like, something happening that I'm not seeing. But everything looks normal. Is there a shortcut key for it or something when I was typing out this tweet? That would be hilarious. Well, good to know that it's there and it's doing good things. Even though it doesn't need to be, because the biggest threat in my chat right now is Lady doing her nails, by the way. But yeah, Hugo was an asshole. He was working for the bad guy. He tried to kill us twice. The second time he almost succeeded until Lycon, my darling, saved us. So this is part 2. I do also know that some of the other voices have been changed. So Grace has a new voice actor. Kaleda has a new voice actor. And oh, who's the other person? Oh, Rena. Rena has a new voice actor. But we haven't really seen them, so I play Grace from time to time, so I'm a little bit sad that hers has changed. But what can you do? You know? It is what it is. Also don't know the reasons for the change. I suspect it's to do with the strike, but who knows? Alrighty. I just had to quickly run through my dailies. We have a new pass to get through, which is fine. I'll move my water. If you hear funny bubbles, it's because the straw I'm using is it's got a crack in it, so I have to suck extra hard. It's in slow mode too. Oh, it is. How do I turn slow mode off? Shield mode isn't on anymore. It says slow mode is off. Oh, maybe it's on a timer. A mystery. That's fine. Okay, I think that's everything back to normal. I think we're good. So you'll be baby hands? Why are you gonna be baby hands? Let me refresh. Okay. Cutting your nails off? Ooh, okay. No more slow mode. Ah. Oh, this is updated. Okay, bring your tales of the past, new story. Gonna wash your hands. Okay. Limited time channel phase 1. Vivian, Jane. I always said I would try and get Jane's engine if she came back, but she's back, and I'm saving my tickets. This is cool. It's like an easier way to see all the events. Say with Flowers event. Bang Boo Bash is back. Okay, okay. Nice. Ooh, we have a calendar now. That's so handy. You can see when everything's gonna arrive. I like that. That's cool. Oh, you can click on them. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Look, they've added this little calendar so you can see the dates and like when everything will arrive over the path. That's really cool. I like this a lot. Very nice, very nice. Simulated battle trial has reset. Okay, that's fine. Ooh. We've got 5 chapters to this. Okay. So, creepy Vivian. And Jane. I love Jane. She's one of my favorites. Let's see what this looks like. What does it do? Oh, it's pretty. It's like those old school carousels. Cool. And Jane's one. It's got like a little evil face and some
Some blades. We have a new bamboo.
Huh?
Let's see if we can try and get it. I have 67 bamboo pools. Oh my god. I also want to check. I've been waiting for... Is it a new month yet? No. Oh, I've got 300 tapes. I've been waiting for Pulchra to go into... She's there! Pulchra! Okay. I haven't been pulling on this banner because I've been waiting for Pulchra. But she's here, so let's see if we can try and get some more of her. So handsome. You like the bamboo? I'll try and see if we can get that bamboo. I like new ones. Did we get a Pulchra? We did! Yay! We got one. Nice. We'll try again. Three. Amazing. We got 2 more Pulchra and another one of her engine. Okay, that's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm happy. I have 9 more, but I like to pull in groups of 10, so.
Eradicate all. My loyalty lies with the winner.
Which means I unlock her first bit of art. Yay, and her name card. Oh, she takes her mask off. Oh, so cute. Oh, I just need one more and then she's there. Amazing. And I can also level up her engine. Which is... Nice!
My loyalty lies with the winner.
I love her so much. I think they do such a good job with the firing characters. Okay, story. We have a new event that's here for 42 days. It's really long. Vivian. Sign in. Hollow Zero already did this week, and She Defense has 1 day and 13 hours left, so there is a decent amount of time. All right, let's see what she is. See what she's like. Sorry, 2 seconds. I was wondering how to add a timer. VOD action. Don't think there is a timer. Oh well, that's fine. It's not hugely important. Shite? What shite? Did you cut your nail too far? Did you cut off a finger? Okay, I don't learn by reading, so after the 4th hit of a basic attack, press attack again to launch basic attack. Noble woman walks and restore flight feathers. Press enhanced.
The weather's nice now that they're...
No, it's getting done on Saturday. I was taking black polish I had on it. Vivian will restore flight feather when she performs certain skills. Check it! Oh god, that reminds me. I forgot to do the freaking mix it up thing so you guys see your little thing. Sorry!
Keep your filthy hands off.
Oh, she flies?
Filthy.
Will she have freaking jetpacks under her skirt? she does.
Lord Phaethon just so bad.
She talks about Lord Phaethon. Oh my god, her obsession is so creepy.
Does it ever end? Ambush! Help me!
That flower's cool though. Is that any bad guy?
Here I come! Who dares get between me and Lord Phaethon?
She's obsessed.
Every effort counts!
Grace's new voice acting.
A beautiful shooting star! All for Lord Phaethon! Careful! Oh, better. Help me! I'm here.
Okay, design-wise, she's interesting. You know, it's okay, but her creepy obsession. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. But I'll take the polychrome. Easy peasy. Jean. Oh, I love her so much. She's easy. I know her.
I'll take you. I'll take you. Out of my way. I'll take you. What?
No escape. Hurts, don't it?
Early passion state, press attack. Ah. Oh, your TTS didn't work? Why didn't your TT? Okay, hold on. Let me take a look. TTS. Everything is in order. Are you sure?
Pog Online Poggers.
Okay, that one worked. Do I have to turn on the freaking alternate connection again? You could refund yourself those points later and try again, because it should work now. I forgot I had to turn on the external the alternate way for the audio to work. What about the cooldown? I can't change the cooldown unfortunately, but I think it's only like 3 minutes or so, right? Is it not? Is it longer? I thought it was only 3 minutes. You will wait. Sauce! Yeah, for some reason, it does let me replay redeems, but for some reason, it's like, oh. It doesn't record a history of them when they don't come through properly, I guess. Also, bear with, I need to find a YouTube video to double check something. Can you like, what's the word? Wish I could pin a video so I could refer back to it every time I run into this issue. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go, I'll find it. Oh, so okay, I think I understand. There's like two settings that I always end up mixing up. And I can never remember what they are. Okay, I have work to do. I feel like I should write it on a post-it note so each time that I run into this issue and oh my god, I opened BattleNet. No, go away. You're not what I want. I didn't mean to click on you. Get out of here. Okay, how's that? Okay, that's better. Why do I have this bar at the bottom? Go away, bar. There we go, right there. Okay, I'm happy. Am I though? Am I happy?
We're leaving together, but still, it's farewell and maybe we'll come back to Earth. Who can tell? I guess there is no one to blame. We're leaving ground. Leaving ground? Will
I'll
things
make
ever
it
be the same
painless.
again? It's the final countdown, oh. We're heading for Venus. And still, we stand tall cause maybe
Don't
they've
get
seen
hit.
us and welcome us all.
You know, I'm waiting, lady, for Lynn, one of those things
Don't
gets
get duped now.
copyrighted on YouTube. 'Cause
You're
it's like,
the
that's a
prey.
song you don't have permission to use.
Want some more?
That would actually be kind of funny. Did you hear it this time though? Because I heard it. That robot singing copyrighted. I don't know if it ever picked up lyrics and stuff, but you know when people doing karaoke can get into trouble? You did? Nice. Because I think the audio route's different for me, so I wasn't sure if it would come through for you. Tactics? Ooh. I got some more rewards. Alright, let's see if I get this bang boo. Hi Dex! Hello, how are you? Hope you had a lovely weekend. We're gonna try and get a new bang boo. Ooh, unlucky. I got the penguin and the safari man. Okay, 20 pills, not so bad. They're so wicked cracked, bro. Getting things finalized for your trip tomorrow. Oh, nice. Oh, yes, because you're away this weekend. I remember. Are you excited? Bet you are. No. 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 You baby! Yay! Reminds me of is it Phantom of the Opera? Not bad, not bad, not bad. Oslo trip time. Yay! Okay, the rest are just regular engines, so I don't care about this. Nice. You know, I might as well just keep pulling and see if I get some other ones. We dancing bamboo. 4 A's? My god. Any that were new? Nope. At least I get the pull back. You won A that time? That's fine. What did we get? We got the wrestler! We got the target guy. Okay, I've got one more tempo. Oh, it would have been too lucky to get another one. That's fine. I'm not complaining though. We got a new bamboo. Yep, I didn't even read what he does, Robin. What does he do? Fire a series of random cards using a magic gun, each triggering different effects based on card type. Hearts does physical damage, spades does physical damage, crowns does ether damage. Additional ability when there's at least one Mockingbird character on the squad. Okay, that won't matter because I'm not getting any Mockingbird people. Throws a magic grenade, dealing ether damage. Okay. Okay. Signal searching counts for the bamboo. That's kind of amazing. Oh, Pulchra. Oh wait, I have Pulchra's name card. Beautiful. You're beautiful. Love her. Yay. Alright, let's go see if we can level up this bamboo and then we will dive into the story.
Oh, you're up early. Want to try my special bamboo combo?
There's so many. There he is. Did he come in on a freaking... He comes in on a grapple gun? Wow.
I got plenty of new ideas. Let's try them out on EOS one by one.
What a fancy bamboo. Oh, I can only get up to level 54. Well, that's fine.
I got plenty of new ideas. You got any questions? Come find me anytime. I'll be here.
Got any questions? Alrighty, let's dive right in. Oh, wise. Vivian sent a message. Seems they've made more progress on the sacrifice issue. I wonder how Vivian's been doing. After Hugo passed, she's been busy managing Mockingbird. We haven't talked to her in quite a while. Well, do you want to arrange a time to meet up with her? Let's go meet with her. You're about to enter immersive storytelling. Alright then, I'll arrange a time with Vivian. You just rest and I'll tell you when. I had to talk to you just to go to bed. Okay. Bedtime. You originally planned to watch some videotapes and rest on the sofa, but ended up falling asleep instead until you hear something nearby. Oh, you know, actually, I just spotted a thing I would like to make smaller on the chat box. So bear with me. Here. Lady, can you do a test for me and send like a super long message? Something that's like 2 lines. Please. Or text. Either works. Anyone. Send me a super long message. Cracks knuckles. I couldn't type. That's okay. It could just be like a blur of letters or something. Thank you, Dex.
So tell me hat you want. What you really want.
Oh, it didn't need to be text to speech. I just needed something that was long because I was making adjustments to the chat box. And then if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See how low that is? I'm gonna make it a little bit lower. Live stream maintenance. Oh, okay, that's better. I like that better. You can say you can feel everything that happens to your body after you die. It's nice to know my husband still loves me. Hi, Heron. How are you? Sorry, I was just quickly, I noticed something about the chat box. I was kind of like, I think I want to change that. But good evening. It's so nice to see you. I hope everybody is well. All good? Yeah, I'm good too. You haven't missed any story because I was trialing out the new character. We did get a new Bang Boo, kind of fancy. Reminds me of what did I say? Oh, Phantom of the Opera. And then we got told that we have to go see Vivian. Who's that? The creepy one with the like Snow White voice. And yeah, that's it. That's where we are.
Lord Phaethon, this time let me...
Why is she here?
Vivian? Vivian? I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
Oh my god. The Victorian porcelain doll, exactly. Oh, and Dex is gonna be leaving us. He's going
When
on
I got
holiday.
here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in. I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself. Ugh. I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
What sleepy face? What pose? That was a lot of words in one breath. Are you sure you got enough sleep, Vivian?
No, Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a bit late, but... Good morning, Lord Phaethon.
I need one of those spray bottles to be like, psst, psst. I'll be back on Monday, only missing 2 streams. Yeah, that's fair. I do hope you have a lovely time. Oslo kicks ass. Stoked for you. Yes, you're gonna come back with so many stories. It's gonna be awesome.
That was so formal. Feels like you're about to drop some big news after a greeting like that.
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family, but I haven't found the source yet.
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light.
Oh, well, you know, he tried to kill
him.
us and everything, but I
Some
guess as
relate
long
to
as the
his
public
struggles.
has seen him in a better
And
light.
Hartman's the one getting all the heat. Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Tops is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute. If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
Sounds like Hartman's in a pretty bad spot right now. But we know he's not the type to go down easily.
And that's what worries me.
What is that emote?
Hartman, in all likelihood,
Keep up,
must have
Rich.
taken the sacrifice core. And now that he has this bargaining chip, who knows what kind of deal he'll strike with the Exaltists.
Sorry for interrupting, Vivian, but I need a quick word with Belle.
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important faith in matters to discuss. Take your time. I'll just be waiting outside.
We can't make our guest wait outside.
Yes, we can.
Belle and I will step out instead.
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaethon. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Belle,
Every time her voice
Lycon's
gets
outside
squeaky
with
like that, I
these.
get these horrible shivers
He
down
knows
my
Vivian is with
spine.
us, so he's hesitant about coming in. He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian, but he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first.
Yeah, I'll go talk to him.
I'll go talk to Lycon. Honestly, neither he nor Vivian is at fault. As proxies, it's our job to be the bridge between them.
No, what a handsome wolf.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lycon. Wise mentioned you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However,
Lady, morning.
before we get into the details, as a former
Talk dirty
member
to
of
me.
Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian. Hugo made many mistakes.
He would do that so
betrayed the
politely
principles
as
of
well.
Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life.
Wanna see my nipples?
I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices
Yes,
she
can
made.
he just appear somewhere in
lose
his
faith in the path
cherry
she
blossom
chose.
outfit like, hello. I would not call her perfectly normal. She freaks me out.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been gathering intel and has a clear understanding of where things are headed. She might be tougher than you think. If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly? If you'd like to apologize, it should be face to face, right?
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
Yeah.
No problem. But I'll be staying neutral. Everyone has their own stance on this, and I get where both of you are coming from. As a proxy,
I
I'm
will
just here to
not
make
be
sure you
staying
have an open
neutral. Thank you very
conversation.
much.
I'm not taking sides.
I respect that. Thank you.
Oh shit. Okay, CC.
Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
You're right.
Huh? That's it? You two just figured it out? Well, that was fast.
What, did she want
Master
an argument?
Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices. The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity in kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
I need to discuss this with Wise and Vivian. With so many people involved in this, we need to be very careful.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
What do you think about Lycon's suggestion to work with the mayor? Back Wayne to hand now. Nice. At the moment, our only intel on the sacrifices is what Bringer left behind. We can get someone to help investigate, but it'll take a significant amount of time, and time is something we can't afford to waste, so working with the mayor is a good option. I'm sorry, why the heck are we trusting this purple-haired doll over Lycon, who has been with us for like the longest freaking time? I don't like this very much. But whatever, I'll keep going. What a twist, is the bad guy. Yeah. Mockingbird has always gone against authority. Would it be against your values to work with the mayor? Mockingbird isn't just about going against authority. Mockingbird hopes that all people can be given equal opportunities and treatment. I don't exactly trust the mayor, but I believe he's someone we can work with at the moment at least. Then let's go see Lycon. Maybe you can stay here for all I care. Oh my god, she teleported? Mr. Wolfman. Why can't I select him? There we go. Okay, I don't want to look at Vivian. I want to look at Lycon. We have made your decision. Working together requires sincerity on both sides. Of course, please rest assured when it comes to sacrifices, the mayor's interests align with yours. Or rather, we both want to protect the people of New Eridu.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad.
I'm not.
I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices. The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then. But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
Since this person has already passed away, and the exaltists haven't been active around here for a while, then could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Is it possible it's someone from TOPS?
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
But what's in it for TOPS? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when TOPS steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while TOPS comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards TOPS. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
Why are you whispering?
So,
speak up, girl.
What exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice, and I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
The mayor sort of sounds a little bit like, you know, Charlie from Charlie's Angels. It's kind of what he reminds me of when he's talking.
hunter-ranked special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Janna's quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined. She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
Okay. Okay.
We don't want New Eridu falling into chaos either. We'll do what we can.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
I'm glad the two of you have decided to continue working with us. With your help, we are sure to successfully recover the sacrifice. I have other business to deal with, so please excuse me. Am I the business? Will you come and deal with my business? If you require anything, please feel free to contact me anytime. Well. Icon leaves. Ah! Lord Phaethon, shall we head out now? Sure.
This is the path I follow.
Yeah, I want to use my own agents, thank you. I don't care about Vivian. She's not someone I plan on getting, so... Oh, Astra.
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
She actually gives me the heebies. Man, she kills everything so fast.
Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. She wouldn't risk moving them unless it was absolutely necessary. Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
Who's she? Just as Vivian is talking to herself, you hear another voice of someone debating. Don't know who it is, so you pull her aside to listen.
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill
basic
over the
man.
years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Tops planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave the Hollow and report back on what we found.
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be
Time to
asking.
clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
After the two Tops employees left, Vivian appears visibly unsettled.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Tops, even if it means playing with fire. She's an Exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Vivian, I've been dying to know, who's this she you keep mentioning?
Is it Sarah?
I apologize for losing my composure. Please don't mind me. The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. Someone I have a history with. That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that, for me, the Exaltists bring back painful memories. And I'm not ready to face them yet. So, Lord Phaethon, please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
Sure, I won't pry anymore. Everyone's got a past, and you don't have to dig up old wounds if you don't want to. I can see the Vivian I know now is super brave and kind. I believe you've really put in the work.
Lord Phaethon, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises.
Please don't.
I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime. First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The Exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now. I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is. I just can't shake the feeling that
You guys have all seen Madagascar, right?
something
You know the
bad's
hippo?
about to happen.
I forget her name. Is it like Helga or what is the hippo called? Is it? It's like Helen or Helga? Extra armor's nearly attached to your elbow. Right? It's because my model's a bit higher up today. But there's a gif of like how Evelyn runs is like how that hippo runs in the Madagascar game from like the early 2000s. It's so funny. Darn it. Later, are you supposed to be here? The dormant sacrifice is gone too. Who could it be and how do they know the locations of the dormant sacrifices? Let's check the next location. I hope this doesn't become a nightmare for you, Eridu.
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons.
He tried to kill you, but it's okay. He had a reason.
Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but
I can hear a treasure chest.
ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path.
Where is that? Is it upstairs?
For the first time, I'm needed for more than just my curse.
That was fast.
There it is.
Nothing here either. Are we too late?
A person. And later's crutch. Amazing. It's just no extra treasure chests.
I knew it was you, Vivian.
A woman.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
I never left the Exaltists.
You know what Landon did back then.
Nice text.
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now. We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong?
Also
Are you
accurate.
being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me. You've made your choice, and I've made mine. One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille!
Camille gives Vivian one last glance and throws a smoke bomb to the ground. The noise attracts some ethereals. Even though you have many questions, dealing with the imminent threat feels like the right choice right now.
Lord Phaethon, watch out! I'll tell you what that was about later.
We're just getting started.
Let's take care of the ethereals first. Leave this with me.
Nothing breaches my defense.
Easy. After fighting up the ethereals, you search for a long time but don't find any dormant sacrifices. After deliberating with Vivian, you decide to leave the hollow for now and figure out your next move. Just then, the phone rings.
You two took longer than I expected. Did something happen?
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifices. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
The Exaltists? There's no reason for them to go after the sacrifices, right?
Vivian is telling the truth. I saw it too.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death, but she stayed.
Do you have a history with the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened, and after Landon died, I left. I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Corps.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you. I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Phaethon. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
History repeats itself 5 minutes later.
No worries. I'll totally have your back until you're feeling better.
Okay. Back to the matter at hand. That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan, and that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
That sounds sketchy. Are you saying they made up the accidents and the workers' deaths?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this. Do you have time, Lord Phaethon? My contacts are just near 6th Street. Care to join me?
Do I have a choice?
I'm in. Let's go together.
That would be no. You arrive at Lumina Square with Vivian to meet her old friend. Kitty! Oh, invisible kitty. Lord Phaethon, let's head out as soon as you're ready. I'm ready.
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel. She's like a mentor to me. I learned a lot about data scraping on internet thanks to her.
Look at the size of that cat. Oh my god, it's Rain. We've met her before.
Rain! Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, Heron, I tried to cook my gyozas a couple days ago. They were good. I cooked them in I tried to steam them using like a pan of hot water and a colander. They were tasty, but like they weren't that hot. But I cooked them for like, it said 8 minutes, and then I steamed them for like 10 minutes. I mean, they were warm, but they weren't like piping hot, so I'm not really sure if it's because of how I did it, like not properly. So I think I'll look into getting a steamer. But next time I try them, I think I'll try and fry them. See if that makes them taste better. But they were good.
Rain?
No fires
you two
either.
knew each other?
Yeah, Phaethon. Long time no see.
Rain, you actually know that Lord Phaethon is Lord Phaethon? No, I mean, you actually know Belle is Lord Phaethon.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol...
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Phaethon wouldn't be interested
Most of the
in
time,
that.
escape steam is the reason for the
Why are you all
forfeit.
tense?
I didn't have a big
Lord
enough
Phaethon lives on 6th Street too,
hot lid,
and
so maybe
might
that's
know your
why.
idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was
Steamer will keep a
only a
good
black
seal and
cat
high
at the
heat.
location,
I think I should have
maybe your idol is actually a talking cat, or something like that.
I know that black cat. I'm always sneaking at snacks.
Lord Phaethon, please, let's drop this topic.
She's such
Come
a stalker.
on, Vivian. It's been years and you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know. I'm sure your idol won't hold it against you.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh? What's wrong?
Hey, Rain. Vivian said you might have some new intel. So let's get to the important stuff first.
All right, let's get down to business.
Let's get down
Here's
to
something I'm pretty
business.
sure about.
To the beat.
The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it. The last signal from those workers was near the Hollow. Then communication went dark. I think they were taken into the Hollow. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the Hollow's perimeter. I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing, so that's where you come in.
Okay, we'll check things out. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have anything you're unsure about?
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port. The place was locked up, so no one could see what was happening inside. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. I've been curious for what...
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is worth all this searching, huh? But honestly, whoever they are in real life, they've become a part of you. You've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. Go meet them.
People will appreciate you for who you are.
Rain.
I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, but I hope everyone I know can live a good life. I'm counting on you to save the world, guys. All right, I have other business to take care of, so I'll leave the rest to you.
Rain waves goodbye and leaves. Vivian mentions she knows someone who's really skilled at finding people in real life, so you follow her and continue on your way.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said. That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
Bang Boo. Oh, it is the Bang Boo? That's so funny. Long time no see. You seem to be doing well, little one. Yep, I made an awesome friend since the last time we went. Oh my god, I got tongue twisted. Since the last time we met, my friend got ill before, and it was the manager who helped heal them. I didn't realize you two knew each other. Then next time I head to manager's place, will I get to see you two? You two know each other? Yep, this little guy is Lucky Boo. My old boss at my previous workplace bought it at a discount store clearance sale. But he was a terrible boss. Not only did he shirk on paying wages, he didn't take care of his Bang Boo either. Yeah, that guy really terrible. Then his little guy had a malfunction and the boss threw it out because he didn't want to spend the money on repairs. Really, it could have been fixed with just a simple battery change. Vivian is the best. Vivian changed my battery. The bestest ever. All I did was change your battery for you. It was you who earned the money to buy it. Yep, I'm amazing too. I earned 100 Dannies, just enough to buy a battery. I'm pretty sure this bamboo used to sit outside the store and you could like pad it every week and get like a coin. So that's where the 100 Danny bamboo battery came from. Honestly, you've got plenty of energy, but I told you before, you need to be more tactful. Haven't you learned anything? I learned, pet one Denny boo, give Denny. Did I pay for that battery? Wow, so you found a way to make a living, huh? Amazing. Better not expose one Denny boo. Did you need me for something? I'm super happy to help. I know you love exploring all kinds of places, so tell me, have you come across anyone strange these past 2 days? Strange? You mean someone who looks hurt, scared, and kinda trying to hide where there aren't many people around? Let me think. I got it. I saw someone like that in the desert today. Someone super similar. Could it mean the outer ring? I don't think one Denny can make it that far. Desert probably refers to the sand pit up ahead. Lord Phaethon, let's take a look. Did I help? Yes. Yay, so happy. I want to keep helping. You should go and do whatever important stuff you need to do. Let's play together soon. I'm gonna go to the desert.
One Denny Boo is just too cute, right? I didn't know you helped it too. I knew Lord Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
Okay, jeez. That weak man. Seems that's the person Rain and one Danny Bear were talking about. Lord Phaethon, please stand back. I cannot be certain if he'll end up doing something extreme considering his current mental state. Wow, I'm afraid he might hurt you. I'll try talking to him and see what's going on. Vivian walks forward and taps the cowering man on the shoulder.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please, no.
Calm down.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just let me go. I don't know anything. I swear, I know nothing.
We are not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything. There's no need to be afraid.
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
I don't deserve to see them. It's my fault. I was greedy. I did this to myself.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody.
Yeah.
And right now, there's nothing I can do to change anything.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your chance to stop the disaster before it's too late. Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send a tsunami surging across the ocean. No one knows how this will turn out. But if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret. We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. You'll be safe with us. I'll help you return to your family. But you must tell us precisely what happened.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up. After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box.
A box?
When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether, for us to last longer in the hollow. But after I took them, everything went fuzzy. Something was definitely off about those pills. When I woke up, I saw my coworkers dead in front of me. And there was blood all over my hands. They said something about me being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got scared and didn't know what was gonna happen. But then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go.
This is the same box
So
now.
I
He's looking
escaped.
for an assassin. You know, it might
To
be.
kill anyone. I don't know.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died.
Everyone's after a box
You were
these
just
days.
a tool in their hands. Do you remember the place they first took you? Do you know what was in that box?
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. I think it was on top of a tall building. What exactly was in that box? I can't remember.
What's in the
I'm not
box?
lying. Those pills they gave us, they make you hallucinate. I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into a blur. I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistakes. I just really can't remember what happened.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover, and your family won't be dragged into this. Once this is all over, you will be able to reunite with them.
You and Vivian contact Lycon. The mayor, representing Victoria Housekeeping, agrees to protect the worker and will keep his identity confidential. Soon, Rena arrives and takes the man away. I can't read that fast.
I've been meaning to say this for a while, Vivian. You're just so calm and decisive when things get tough. Totally different from the impression you gave me at first.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away when things got tough. There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. As if my very existence was the source of suffering. I wondered. Perhaps leaving it all behind could put an end to the pain.
Whoa. It's hard to imagine you like that. I mean, you had this super intimidating vibe when we first met.
Well,
Intimidating
I was on a
or
mission at the
creepy?
auction when we first met. And just as Rain said, I've come a long way from who I used to be.
Speaking of Rain, it's still wild to me. I never thought you and I would have mutual friends. And you even know one Denny Boo. Can you believe we might have passed each other so many times without even realizing it?
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon. Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
Looking back, I feel like I've been through a lot lately. My brother and I even lost our Phaethon account. Oh, everything started when the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang.
As you walk along the river by Lumina Square with Vivian, you start sharing your stories. Although she wasn't part of them, she's been to the places where they took place. She's been to the chaotic hollow of the Camellia Golden Week. She has her favourite sandwich at Cheesetopia, and she's even received a star sticker from Officer Mew Mew for...
I remember it should be around here. That store's been sitting in my favorites for ages.
Lord Phaethon!
Huh? What's up?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence. It was me. Following you, and now I've finally made it to your side. Ever since I was little, I had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune. I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count.
It's a cool piece
I
of
loathed
art.
my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed. I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way. I didn't know where I could go anymore. One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me. Whether they knew me or not, everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously. It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life all around New Eridu.
Aaron, ever since I was young, I was special, different, super relevant, and the focus of everyone's attention. It's definitely the vibe I'm getting to.
So many lights, and not knowing where to go, I thought, if only I could disappear into those lights. I made up my mind, and right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world.
Was it me? Somehow.
It was you, Lord Phaethon.
What a surprise!
Wait, really? Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Phaethon. You were the one using the account at that time. But I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day, with an ordinary post and meaningless comments online. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you, face to face.
If she knows where we have been... Oh, hi, Freya. Okay, 2 seconds. I'll continue my thought when I come back, but I gotta go let Freya in, so I'll be back. I'm back. But yeah, I was just thinking, if she knows that everything we did and like where we were, what we've done, who we've seen, etc., then we've not done a very good job of keeping that all a secret. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, if she knows everything, then, yeah, we suck. Secrecy doesn't exist.
What did I even say in that comment? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not telling you.
Alright, well, fuck you too then.
Huh? No!
So, Lord Vathan, thank you. Not only for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining for me, but also for giving me the courage to become who I am today.
We work in silence and shadow, then go out with a photo like, you seen this person?
Lord Vathan, I truly like who I've become.
The wind skims across the surface of the water, lifting Vivian's hair and brushing it against her cheek. The lights reflected in her eyes dance and flicker as if eager to share the stories of the emotions of the twilight narratives, and you feel as though you witnessed the path of child. How fast do I have to talk to get through this? Jesus Christ.
Lycon just sent a message. There's an update.
Why is he texting you, not me?
Let's head back to the video store and go over the details together.
Wait for her to start talking deep. I imagine she's like, oh my god, guys, okay, so this is my real voice. It's been a secret this entire time. I don't know why she got like a bit more Scottish there too, but yeah. I'm Scottish, by the way.
Belle, you're back. Lycon told me he wanted to meet up with us online to discuss things when you returned. I'll call him now.
Meet up online and not in person?
The gentleman Reno brought back has stabilized and calmed down now. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
This is the kind of shit where we get really close and then someone like lets loose the sacrifice, and then suddenly we have an ethereal roaming around the city because it doesn't need to be inside a hollow.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands.
What other matters?
The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you there. Please ensure your safety.
It's free.
And I wish you all the best.
Okay, Freya opened my door, now I gotta go close it, so just thanks. You guys are so patient with me and my disturbances. I appreciate that. I don't say that enough. But I do appreciate your guys' patience a lot. Bucky, talk a sentence. You making fun of me? Oh, these horns look good with a ponytail. I like that. We must obtain the sacrifice core before Hartman does. What's the matter, Freya? Wait. Wait, why are you looking at me like that? She's looking at me like a... When I clipped the clip, your mouth was out of sync? Oh, I think that's a Twitch thing. Because when I edit clips, the audio is always out of sync. But when I download them and put them into my editor, the audio is fine. Away from the mirror on me, Missy. Snap, snap. Hey, 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 hey. Test. 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 I hope it's a Twitch thing, actually. Do you guys have a team preference, by the way? Because, you know, if there's any characters you want to see that I have...
Take a deep breath. The spotlight's
Still,
about to...
why can't I take in Lycon? This agent is locked? What? Why? He's mine. Give him to me. I don't like that very much, but fine.
The end. Only standing by.
It's up.
Awaiting.
I'm at your disposal.
Why is he locked? Why can I not have him? Well, we should take in the new guy. See what he does. Because he has something else to do tonight. Oh, maybe. That would be immersive. That's never been a thing before, to my knowledge.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Guy.
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important? Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltus have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return?
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man. It's just that... why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
Who's Dina? Isn't that auction douche? Yeah, it is. He's also the dude that like got us into trouble on the helipad when Hugo nearly killed us at the end of the last one. So he is bad guy.
Who's this Dina he just mentioned? Is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Kind of. Lord Vathan, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
I've got a shortcut planned, but there are gonna be ethereals along the way. I'll let you handle them, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Vathan. You're in capable hands. I'll ensure your safety.
She gives me the vibe of someone who would lock me up to keep me safe. And not in like the sexy dark romance way and the I'm gonna take out your organs kind of way.
Ethereals! Stay away from Lord Vathan! Here it is.
Evelyn kills things far too fast. Hope his biscuit falls into his cup and it's the last one in the packet. Amazing. Yep, fuck Hartman. Fuck your tea. Get some soggy crumbs in there.
Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage. Let's get out of here before we're spotted.
Nom nom. Are you a fan of soggy biscuits? Oh yeah.
Let's keep moving, Lord Vathan.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm looking. Oh, I missed what he was doing. Fuck. I'll get it next time.
Leave the enemies to me, Lord Vathan. Allow me.
Where's my bang boo? What's he doing? Ow, ow. What up? I'm trying to watch the bang boo.
There it is.
Lurking Goujon's oven chips and salad. Ooh, nice.
I'll take over
Enjoy. What did you guys have for dinner?
They're still over there.
I had
Looks
some
like they're
curly
arguing.
fries. And some chicken.
This is our chance. Let's hurry. No matter who has the sacrifice core, Hartman or the Exaltists, it would be really dangerous. Hand over what's in the
Same
box.
smelled with sweet and sour sauce. What's in the box?
We do this the hard way.
Gotcha now. You sure talk.
Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core.
Don't even finish the sentence. Oh, you sure what?
Lord Vathan, the box is empty. So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core in the box? What did you do with it?
Me?
You call this keeping the sacrifice core
Pasta with
safe?
spicy tomato sauce. Nice. Just as everyone stands confronting each other, a voice comes from behind.
Vivian, it's been ages.
Dina!
What's up?
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night?
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from Daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on?
I wasn't...
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo. It can't be fake. How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously?
Dina approaches Hartman and coldly inserts the core into an open wound on one of his subordinates. The guy collapses to the ground screaming. Dina wipes her hands and casts a look of disdain. Managed to get all that one red.
The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece Father made for the Creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So, the real core.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh, they shouldn't have suffered those horrors. Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause. Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything! You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish. If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
As Dina finishes her words, several explosions erupt, followed by tremors on the ground, signaling the rapid approach of numerous ethereals. In a panic, Hartman rushes to the car he's summoned, taking Camille and Dina with him. I thought we were on the roof. How did he get a car up here? Are we not on the roof? Is this not the roof?
More ethereals are coming.
Huh.
There are too many. There's no chance to get out of this.
There it is.
Your journey ends with me.
Stay away from Lord Phaethon!
Ooh.
There are so many.
There's only 4.
It's ink.
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma
It's
gathers
her!
here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now.
Thank you.
Okay, that boob jiggle. Okay.
Finally, peace and quiet.
So,
you must be Belle, right? Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
Wow. I can't wait for her. She looks so cool.
Can I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan. Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Oh, so you're the investigator the mayor talked about.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
So the mayor has Lycon and her. Tell me why we're with creepy puppet purple doll at the moment. Just saying, you know, given what's on both plates. I know where I would rather be.
Guidance? What exactly does that mean?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to
I
visit
to part
you
ways
soon.
for now. She leaves. Ah, okay. She'll be back in June, though.
I'm so sorry, Lord Phaethon. I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
You definitely need some rest. Let's get out of the hollow.
What an introduction, though. Oh my gosh, she had like ink powers or something, and then that bird. I'm not really sure what all that was, but I'm intrigued.
Lord Phaethon, are you going to rest now?
I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out, and it's got me worried. If something's bugging you, just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Phaethon. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows.
Yeah, we all paid attention to the ink powers and the Falcon, Eagle, Phoenix type bird. That's what we were all looking at, right?
So all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father. But things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina, but that was when she started to pull away from me.
The blessing medicine. Please tell me that wasn't the sacrifice serum Bringer had?
Yes. To be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption.
So hold on. He would take her around to people, and if she started crying because she saw them dying in a disaster, he was like, well, they're gonna die anyway, so might as well test my serum on them and see if they just happen to turn into a monster. That's insane.
In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
Vivian starts to recount what happened that day.
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
That face.
Great for fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go! Vivian? What's happening? Listen to me! Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't...
Ooh, unlucky. Oh, right in the face.
I was just.
Mom, I want to go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you
Sounds
don't
oddly
accept the
calm.
blessing.
Vivian.
Oh, I thought you got shot in the face.
Tina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up. I just don't want to lose my father. You knew? If you knew what he's done, you... He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
Wow.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she... All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
See, last time she saw our death, so interesting.
No way. You're not the one bringing bad luck. Whatever went down with the Exaltists, Landon used you. As for Dina and Camille, they know the truth, and they just made their choices. The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. But not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like they do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself. You're currently resolving the sacrifice crisis with your own effort. I remember you saying you really like yourself now. So what's changed?
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little. Lord Phaethon, you truly are a wonderful listener.
Whenever you're feeling down, don't hesitate to come to me.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
After bidding farewell to Vivian, you head to the video store. You see the collectible she gifted you on the table, and it stirs a flood of memories. You've been through so much lately. You hope the sacrifice crisis can be resolved smoothly, pondering the whereabouts of the real sacrifice core. Weariness sets in, and before you know it, you drift off to sleep. When you wake, it's almost noon. Vivian was in the store just now, but you weren't here. Did she need something? It was about the sacrifice core. The first time the sacrifice core appeared was at the auction, so she decided to try and find the security footage from after that day. It's possible more happened afterwards and we're simply unaware of it. If we can get the footage, we may gain new clues. Well, if you have time, head to Lumina Gallery to meet up with... That says Galleria. Has it always been Lumina Galleria and I've just always read it as Lumina Gallery and never never looked deeper? Dang. I can't read. Earlier, Vivian exchanged information with an acquaintance at the auction house's lounge.
Shawl, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone.
I don't think you guys
so
have
I
met
hid in the control
y'all,
room
but
during the supervisor's inspection.
she's sort of been like dabbled throughout the entire. She's basically like a little person, like an NPC that pops up during events and stuff. So it's funny that she's here.
So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged
yeah, we
that
paid that
footage
much
into the
attention
tape
to
he
the
brought.
answer to that.
Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Glad I'm not the only one.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Do you know
Pretty
him?
sure he's dead.
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too. All right, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
After saying goodbye to Zhao, Vivian leaves the lounge. Lord Phaethon, you're here. Someone I used to work part-time with just so happens to be covering a shift at the auction. I learned from her that Hugo once took some footage away with him. I think Hugo was planning something, so he hid the security footage. But once I know when Hugo came here, I should be able to guess where he put the videotape. Huh? We are Mockingbird after all. It shouldn't be surprising we have subtle ways of communicating information, should it? Once on a mission, we couldn't use communicators, so Hugo trained a few birds and put trackers on so we could communicate. But after that mission ended, we let them roam free. Oh my god, that's like Lady and Pigeons. But I just checked their trackers and one of those birds flew near the auction venue on the day Hugo took the footage. It still flies around here from time to time. The tracker only gives a broad area, but I believe this may be something Hugo left for us to find. If I'm not mistaken, the videotape is hidden wherever the bird is. I can't be sure which bird Hugo used this time, but all the birds he originally trained had at least some black feathers. Lord Phaethon, let's split up and search the area. If you see a bird, you can send a picture of it. I should be able to recognize it. A bird with black feathers. Chunky cat. Cool looking birds. Being laid in another life. A soft and sweet ball of fluff. It's hard to imagine that this is the bird Hugo chose for the mission. But it does have the black feathers, so maybe this is it. Either way, might as well take a photo and send it to Vivian. After sending a picture of the panda-coloured chonk of a bird to Vivian, you get a negative answer. Let's keep looking elsewhere. Oh. They both look like they're wearing jackets, right? That was so cute. I don't think it's this bird, but take a picture anyway. Penguins? Oh my god. I can't read or talk today. Penguins count as birds, right? And besides, using a bamboo for communication seems perfectly reasonable. What if it is this guy? Either way, let's take a photo and send it to Vivian. After sending the photo of the penguin-shaped bamboo to Vivian, Vivian responds with a long set of ellipses. Seems like we were wrong. Let's keep searching elsewhere. What's ellipses? Are those brackets? Or is that the dot dot dots? Oh, so this artwork I always think's really cool. It's like a black dragon fighting a white dragon. Fighting another black dragon. Cool. Oh, it is those. Look at his face. Looks like I've caught it in the middle of something. Oh. Black crows in a dark alley. Seems a bit cliche, but this really is a good place to hide something. Let's take a photo of this crow and send it to Vivian. After receiving the photo, Vivian quickly responds. That's the one. She quickly comes over. That's the one. It's all thanks to Lord Phaethon we found them so quickly. If it's here, then Hugo must have hidden the videotape among those boxes. You look through the boxes and find the recording, but it's been damaged. After discussing with Vivian, you decide to head back to the video store together to repair it and check the contents before making your next move. You can just teleport me there. Fairy repairs the videotape and you watch the recording. The content leaves you shocked. It's a conversation between Hugo and Camille. Okay. Are we gonna get oh, there we go.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just
Forgot how nice his voice was, even though I don't like him.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
the creator will guide me.
She sounded freaking possessed. The creator will guide me.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
There we go.
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo never tell us?
Hugo... he...
Belle, Lycon said there's something urgent he needs to discuss with us right now.
Okay. All right, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
So, what should I do?
You can attend as her +1.
+1? Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely!
You know what would help me? If I could look up at Lycon, or even just turn around. Be perfect. Perfect.
right, then let's go together.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
You get in contact with Burton. He said he'll come to 6th Street later to escort us to the banquet. Is there anything I need to look out for? Don't worry, Lord Phaethon, just leave the socializing to me. I wouldn't let any evildoers get close to you. Let Hugo get pretty close and then he tried to murder, but that's fine. Since there's still some time left before we have to go, should we watch an instructional videotape on formal dinner etiquette together? I learned everything from videotapes when I first went undercover at a banquet for a mission 2. Though such a method isn't sufficient to master it, it's enough to deal with this one excursion. Sure. I'll go over the key details for you as we watch the tape. You do some last minute studying on the etiquette expected at a formal banquet for your mission that night. Before you know it, evening has arrived. Lord Phaethon, Burton sent his location. Are you ready to join me for the banquet? Should I change my clothes? I'll meet with Burton first and make sure he's not tampered with the car. Lord Phaethon, please wait 5 minutes before joining me. It'll be safer this way. Vivian heads up first. After 5 minutes, she sends a message saying it's all good. Let's go. I wonder what Burton looks like. I'm imagining someone with brown hair and a mustache. Well, I was wrong. I was really wrong. Miss Banshee, this is something the matter? What I mean is, this person doesn't look like your bodyguard. The Ravenlocks can protect me, no? If that's true, why would I bring a bodyguard? This is my escort for the night. She heard the Ravenlocks are throwing a true feast for the centuries with plenty of delicacies not available anywhere else, and she wanted to try some. You aren't so stingy as to not even allow your guests a +1, are you? Of course not, since you're an important companion of Miss Vivian's. You are also my honoured guest. Let's be off then. My chauffeur shall take you to the port, and from there we will take a speedboat to the manor. Your manor's on a freaking island? About an hour later, you arrive at the Ravenlock Manor. With Burton's guidance, you go through numerous security checks before finally arriving at the banquet hall.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my deepest sincerity?
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach. As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you. I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
Burton hurriedly leaves, and Vivian seems to breathe a sigh of relief.
kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
What did you mean by dessert?
What did you mean by dessert just now? I couldn't really follow.
That was very burden on him.
That bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members.
Do you guys not think that painting behind Vivian's head kind of looks like a weird clockwork baby's head? Anyone else getting that vibe? That's what it looks like to me. You guys can't see my cursor, so I can't like point out what parts of it looks like a clockwork baby head. But it does, right? Looks like a Rubik's planet to you. Ah, were you pointing? Yeah, like... Hold on. I don't know if this is gonna work. You guys see like right there? Oh, I need to be higher. Right there, you see I'm pointing? You see this painting right here looks like a clockwork baby head. You see this one? Hmm? Am I wrong? Hmm? Am I wrong? No. Can I make it out? Yeah. It was so distracting while she was talking. I was like, all I really see is a creepy baby. Like a clockwork one, you know. Thanks for coming to my show and tell.
Otherwise,
Damn it, Twitch Clipping said no. Aww.
Lord Phaethon,
Vivian doesn't want to look either.
let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
All right, I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Wherever you go, I'll follow, Lord Phaethon.
What if I need to go to the bathroom? In accordance with the plan, you head deep into the manor after sneaking out of the banquet hall with Vivian. Doesn't take you long to reach Hartman's study, and with a gentle push, the door actually opened.
Isn't this going a bit too well?
Let's call Lycon.
The security around the manor is really strict, but inside might be more lax. But just in case, let's tell Lycon.
Right. Having some backup would be safer.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up.
You and Vivian search through Hartman's office for a while but find nothing. Just then, footsteps suddenly come from outside, and in a moment of panic, you hide behind the desk.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your
Douchebag guy.
satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Hartman raises his gun, aiming at the desk. Yet there is no gunshot. With a clink of metal, a familiar voice comes. Is it Lycon?
The bullet? How?
Dear uncle, why must we be so
Did we kill this guy?
with one another? You can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
Uncle.
It's like a bad smell.
You must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Cool art, though. Although his hand looks massive.
Petty tricks. Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine, my dear uncle.
Ooh, I got some shivers. Shortly before... Smash. Psst, psst, bad lady.
Faking my own death. Hope it's
Like
all
horn.
worth the theatrics in the end.
Oh, I'm him?
It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
Spear slapping.
Guess I'll also bring Lycon along. He's my partner in crime, after all.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Would I take a screenshot? I want that grumpy wolf.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved.
You look so fuzzy.
Why do you look so angry? You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone.
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh,
I just noticed he's holding a blood
I
pack.
should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
Sometimes I really don't understand you. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand it. Of course, if things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
Aw, I'm flattered.
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide
Okay,
anything
Dix.
from you.
Slurp. Remember this
Simply
house back in the day?
as things
Slurp. I mean, I'm
stand,
surprised it
whether
was
as
burning
Hugo
right
Vlad
there.
or as
Slurp.
Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
Seems you've made
Drink it like
quite
a
few
slushy.
enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful. In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around, dealing with all these different important figures. But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them. Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done. That's the only way they would be safe.
Good night and
allowing
dreams.
the
No
plan to
worries,
continue.
Heron. Thanks for hanging
I
out.
noticed
It was
that you
lovely to
never
see
turned
you.
your
Good
blade
night.
toward Master
Bye
Proxy.
bye.
So, those words you said back then were also...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end. Of course. I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
Lycon leads Hugo to a small warehouse in Port Elpis. Hugo looks quite pleased with the place. After scanning the area for a moment, he sits down on the chair, pulls out some rope, and ties himself up. Kinky.
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy Exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration.
Hugo tells Lycon of what happened back in the private suite when he was negotiating with Hartman. The only reason Hartman agreed to work with him was because of this, because he had drugged that red liquid. After that, every time Hugo and Hartman met up, the latter would always add a small dose of that drug into Hugo's cup and then ask questions, attempting to glean information.
After finding out, the good news is he gave me
I didn't mean
a
to
very
skip
low
that, I'm so
dosage.
sorry.
Perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind, and that's exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences. So, I will lock myself in this room for however long that takes. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor? Or are you saying you don't believe I can make it? So, I can't. Come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. You never have. And you never will. Well, time is short. Let's begin.
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
Dang. After who knows how long, after enduring seemingly endless pain, Hugo finally awakens. The ropes that bound him had come undone, though he didn't know when that had happened. Hugo checked himself over. Thankfully, he hadn't injured himself that badly while he was going crazy. After some time, Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up, then opens the warehouse door.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off
Wow,
yet?
right?
Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
It's all your fault. Why were you born with those eyes? If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this mess. I had made it. I endured for so long. All those years of planning. I was so close. He already agreed. You, go and beg him to reconsider for me, okay? Tell him you'll do anything. Tell him to take me back. No, he won't want to see you now. You can't go and see him. Mother?
It's all your fault. I wish I had never given birth to you.
The woman's face is distorted with hatred, as if the person before her is not her child, but an enemy who destroyed her future. She blames all her misfortune on this innocent child.
Everything will get better if you just die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this pain. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay?
She raises her hand to reveal a pair of scissors, the tip gleaming in with chilling light. She thrusts the sharp point towards Hugo's paler eyes. Then she suddenly vanishes as if she had never existed at all.
So, I wasn't awake yet after all.
That's because you don't want.
This is Hugo's inner demon?
Who are you?
I am you. Hidden deep within your heart. Your most true self. You want to kill her, don't you? Your so-called mother. Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while. You wanted to be the one to end her life. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down and make her pay for the living hell of a childhood she made you suffer.
Yes, I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything and never realizing she was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence. But I won't kill her, because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable of loving me. just as she is incapable of loving herself.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up the act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool?
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money to start a new life without you. While she was indulging herself, you were going through hell in the Ravenlock Manor. Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to demand answers? Kill her. Only by killing her can you be truly free.
For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice.
Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt by those so-called elites. Do you still not get it? This is how the
Man,
world
his inner demon is angry.
and always has been. Hesitate and you'll be the victim. If you don't grab your knife first, you'll end up being on the other end of the blade. If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes the rules. Just like that woman. The only reason she could treat us that way was because we were weak.
No,
so listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength. It's what she deserves. Why forgive them?
She must be
They
old now.
don't deserve it.
I'm not forgiving them. Or rather, I don't care about them. They don't even matter, at least not yet. You know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive, has never been someone else, but rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing but hide inside a closet and cry. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain of my wounds, I still hope to receive the carrot and not the stick.
Yeah.
And that means you. Correct. So, I forgive you. I forgive myself.
You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You will ultimately return here to me.
After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakes in the dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him had come undone at some point. Hugo takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up. Then he opens the warehouse door.
I see. This is still an illusion.
He's still dreaming.
I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Serena. Do I remember someone called Serena?
Brother! Hugo, let's play hide and seek! I'm already hiding! You'll find me, right? Like you always do!
Serena.
looking in the wrong place.
The hell's that?
I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me.
Creepy little doll.
Hey, Hugo. Do you ever wonder why I had to die?
It was because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer. Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead?
Where is she?
Tell me, Hugo, why?
She's gonna be up high.
Hugo, are you lost? Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise.
What a cruel bastard. As expected of a disgusting bastard. Lady Serena was so nice to him, yet he... What did he eat his sister? How does he still have the nerve to stay in this house? They shouldn't have let him in from the start. Filthy lowly blood. Curses and insults encircle Hugo, piercing his skin like frozen knives. The mockery and rage form a wave that crashes through him, threatening to drown him. Then, as the cacophony reaches its peak, it goes silent. The air seems to congeal in the silence, deep and oppressive, and as if time stood still with only his rapid heartbeat echoing. Ugh, congeal? That's gross.
I told you that you would eventually return.
We meet again, my friend.
I told you, I am you. The side of you that you've always tried to deny existed.
Of course. I know. This time it's about Serena. Right?
Yes. Your half-sister. And the only child in the Ravenlock family who was kind to you. Unfortunately. It was her kindness that led to her untimely death.
It was my fault.
I don't like the way you blame yourself. Because that means I'm to blame as well. And I don't think I did anything wrong. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father, he saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other.
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me.
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena dared to treat you, a slave, as if you were human. And so, she was fated to die.
They tried to kill me many times, but I was careful, and they did not succeed.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died in your place. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions. Yet, not only did Father not blame you for the incident, he praised you for it.
In this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless can stand at the top.
And that's exactly what you managed to live up to. No, you found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death.
Almost?
Oh, you should have seen the expression on your face back then. Oh, crazed and manic with utmost delight.
I don't remember that.
Seemingly unsatisfied with his answer, the inner demon transforms into him again.
Here you go
Ooh.
again, trying to deny your desires.
Some pretty cool art.
Deep down inside, you've always wondered, asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserved. Why the world is so unfair. Don't you want to rip them to shreds?
Made it back. Had to print out something for tomorrow. Printer took forever. Yay, welcome back. Hugo's having a breakdown with his inner demon. I think we're going to overtime just a little bit, but I can't imagine there's much left before our next checkpoint.
Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred. That victory belongs to you. You deserve it.
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand, dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our scythe. Boring.
Boring. I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example. Is that not karma? Power struggles pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse written into the Ravenlock family's genes. Laughably stupid.
Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
As if to prove his words, the inner demon transforms into Hartman.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins.
Yeah, when he said dear nephew there, I thought he
Survival
sounded
of
like
the
fucking
fittest.
Trump.
Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family. You are destined to one day become someone like me, like your father.
Is that fear I sense? I can see.
God, yeah, I hear it's Trump now, right? As soon as it clicked in my mind, that's all I hear now. It's terrible.
I won't become like my father. Never.
You won't become a failure like him. So relax. Our power eclipses does him, and so does our ambition. So, do not deny your own desires. Do not resist your own ambition. This is the talent you are born with. The best gift fate has ever given you. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno that will burn everything down. And I am that spark.
After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse. Oh my god. We're just repeating.
Lycon.
No, it's Lycon!
Never thought
All
I'd
we
be
need
this
is the ultimate
genuinely thankful
sacrifice.
to
It's
see
a
you.
beautiful sacrifice. When it saw me, it said I'm the ultimate sacrifice. It was beautiful.
Seeing you
So fucking
means
true.
this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
Why did you break our oath? Why did you use me? My eye and these legs, they were all your fault. Fucking Hugo. You know, you're exactly like your I don't think Lycon would say that.
I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow, an easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make. And you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycon. You're the other me. Hidden deep within.
He's immediately like, nah, that's not Lycon. Terrible impression. Terrible. Hugo takes a deep breath and slowly opens his eyes. Lycon is gone, and in his place is that familiar figure. Without a doubt, he is still within the illusion.
I've been waiting for you, my dear.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same, forever inseparable.
True.
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding, didn't deny or argue against what he said. Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes, murder is what brings justice back into this world.
For that, I must stain these hands in blood.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. Were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become one with sharp claws, winding fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. You know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye.
Wait,
and
so it
both
is
legs
Hugo's
trying
fault that
to
Lycon
save
lost his eye and both his legs?
Mockingbird would have never gotten to
Wow.
that point. You can save
What a bitch.
more people.
Poor Lycon. He's just trying to save people.
Save more lives than the evil ones you take.
I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident.
So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. And you can.
I think if you shook that bamboo,
I
the
wasn't
metal in his ears would
responsible
clack
for
together.
Father's death.
Do you
The
really
true
trust the inner demon
mastermind
to speak the truth?
is my uncle.
It seems to have spoken the truth so far.
His
Like
schemes to kill
his mother
the head of
hating
the
him,
family
the
were
fact
all
that
so
he's the
he
reason
could
his
take
sister died.
control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer.
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we
It's
not
so
come
funny when
this
it's
far
angry. It's just
precisely
his angry little eye. Like,
because of it? Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic? Come on.
who's Jack?
You don't
Do we know a
actually
Jack?
trust
Do I know a Jack?
anyone.
I don't remember a Jack.
Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them? You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions and betrayal.
Jack who?
All
I got no idea. At least not off the top of my head.
The most ridiculous thing is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering. You yearn for your companion's understanding and trust. Idiot. That's why you are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about their safety even more than your own. But remember, only the weak need companions. And we are children born from hatred. We are different from them. I will never be like them. And I don't need to be. Come. Let me show you what powers we can wield.
But you are me, and I'll never lose to myself.
Okay. Okay, that's creepy. I have to fight myself? I don't remember the mechanics. It's fine, I'll work it out.
Think about all the injustice you've suffered. If you choose to forgive, you're betraying yourself. You know that.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
Just button mashing. Seems to be working.
You're just afraid to admit it. You're too scared to face your true self and what you truly desire. Are you trying to kill me? You think you can just get rid
And
of
of course,
me?
you both have the suitcase scythe, right?
Without me, you are nothing.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
Why is his voice suddenly so clear? I feel like he's right next to me.
Change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen. When it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore.
Am I not
Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
Finally, it's time to meet up with Lycon.
Hugo,
Oh, hey.
it's time.
Oh, his little ear flicks.
Hugo. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner.
Well, I want to scrunch his cheeks. What a fuzzy wolf.
This is just like what I saw in my dream. Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you're fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
Lycon falls silent for a moment and eventually hands over a coin. No, looking at the packaging, it's not a coin, but a familiar chocolate.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death.
So you give him a chocolate coin? Don't want you to starve.
Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
You're off to bed. Okay,
No.
good night. See you tomorrow. Sleep well.
Just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way.
Assuming there's a pause soon.
Now tell me, what exactly happened
You're
in the
canine, you
warehouse?
can't have chocolate. Yeah.
Just going a bit crazy from... you know what? Were you expecting anything else? But... I did have a very long dream. A dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a pro.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death, was that part of the act?
Oh, you mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone. I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Yes, Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble for those who abuse their positions of power for evil. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffering, willing to become slaves to those in power for scraps. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird.
Hugo stares out at the ocean. A gentle breeze lifts his golden locks. The sunlight glances off both his eyes.
All right, let's catch up later. I still have things to do and need to wrap up my plan.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltist fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes. Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways here.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well, whatever. Let's go. And don't slow me down.
Before that, don't you have something to tell me? What do you mean? Don't be quiet with me. I know you're not spilling your whole plan. So you kicked things off by approaching Edmund from the Top's Big Shots. How did you manage to sweet-talk him? I am a bit of an illegitimate child, but I still have that Ravenlock family blood running through my veins. Funny enough, this Lord Edmund thinks direct lineage is way more noble than the side branches, which is absolutely laughable. So I played his arrogance to my advantage. And let's be real, I had some juicy intel to swap with those high rollers, but that's Mockingbird's secret, so I can't let any outsiders in on it. Was the sacrifice core from the mayor's lab your handiwork too? You could say that. The security there is no joke, so I had to leverage Tops for some external intel. After all, as you know, they've got plenty of moles planted next to your mayor. And it was you who threw the sacrifice core up for auction to lure in the Exaltists. You knew they'd be all over it. Yep, I embedded the sacrificial core right into the robe of heroes. They actually match pretty nicely, don't you think? Classic you. I heard that after the auction they found a stash of counterfeit Denny's. Feel free to take wild guesses, but honestly I think those Denny's would rather be out in the wild than sitting in those hoity-toity accounts. Then you found Hartman and talked him into a partnership, getting your hands on the intel on the sacrifice and the Exaltists. After that, you shot that crime warning letter to the mayor, giving the city a legit reason to spring into action. Yep, that was spot on. Look at you, a real genius over here. In the end, you faked your own death to pull yourself out of the mess, and you used the whole show to redirect everyone's attention to Hartman and the Ravenlocks, keeping the Exaltists on their toes. Hold on a sec, if that's all there is, why did you let Hartman slip you the drug? I mean, you'd have a way to dodge that kind of thing. Lycon, I've got something I've been keeping under wraps. Actually, I've teamed up with your beloved mayor. What? When it comes to stopping Exaltus, the mayor and I are on the same wavelength, so we can totally collaborate. What you should be wondering is why he didn't clue you in on this. The mayor must have his own reasons.
If you can convince yourself of that, more power to you. Just know if you ever come back, if you ever want to swing back to Mockingbird, you can come beg me. I'll make sure to turn you down gracefully. Alright, enough chit chat. We've got bigger things to deal with. Okay, well, I have to pause here. If it will let me. It should let me pause here.
I'm sure you...
It does. Amazing. Alrighty, well that was fun. I'll have to wrap up the rest of that tomorrow. And then I think I'm going to try Expedition 33 because I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to like that game, so I figure we'll give it a trial and see how it goes. But thanks for hanging out with me a little bit longer than normal. I hope you guys had fun. And Dex, I hope you have a lovely holiday and we'll see you when you get back safely next week. A load of stories. Okay, take care everybody. Thank you very much for hanging out. I love faces.